Tell us how you got to that.
Yeah, this is all right. So the reason we're really pushing forward with this now goes pretty far back. Okay, and I'll just tell a story because to me it opened my eyes up to another world. I'm not gonna lie.
Hit me.
So I'm living in Nepal, right? I had just done noble science, high altitude ice climbing, and then I locked myself away pretty much in a hotel, $6 a night in this small village outside of Kathmandu, which is the main city. And right next to me is this painter, world famous painter. This guy's name is Sax Berlin, and first night I'm a little intoxicated, so I'm like, well, yo, what up? You know, he's this almost 70-looking-year-old dude, and he told me he was 99, and I believed him. I was like, oh, that's cool, man. And we're on the same wavelength, like two good friends, and we ended up becoming best friends.
Can I just ask real quick, is he from Nepal?
No, he's English. So it turns out, and he lived in America for a long time.
Okay.
He was just there like me, chilling out. It turns out this guy is Picasso. Like, I mean, it's hard to hear some random kid say that who doesn't even look at art.
I'll like Google some images and put some on the screen.
This guy only sells to Clintons, to the owner of Nepal, people who are so high up in society that we don't know about him yet because it's only available to the top. Like, his art is so high technically that like no one can believe it. And when you go to his house, so he invited me to his house. There's hundreds of paintings. Hundreds of paintings everywhere. I mean, you have to step over this place. It's like a Picasso's house, and these are like massive paintings, like whole walls and like everywhere. Anyway, so he invited me to his house, and before he invited me to his house, he said you should write scripts and stuff like this. And I was like, oh, I just want to write books and stuff.
I need to just cut you off because Nate, this doesn't happen. Okay?
I know. Well, it gets even crazier.
It doesn't happen. Why did he invite you to the house? How did it go from I'm a little drunk, I say what's up to come over to my house? What happened at the hotel?
So we were there for almost 2 months together, living next door.
Okay.
We were hanging out every night. I would work all day. He would bike and because he was on kind of vacation, I was trying to get my book done because I thought that's what I wanted to do. Write my book about my adventures.
Yes. And
figure out how to actually write well. We just became boys. Ate at the same restaurant every night, you know. Had a couple of local beverages, things like that.
Whatever that means.
As Sean White would say, Mountain Dews.
Okay.
And we just became really good friends. And we basically clicked, dude. We were the only two. He's the only person I met who's as... I don't know. He's as driven as I am, like, to a fault. Do you know what I mean? Like, so blindly driven, like, this is what I'm going to do. Like, I'm telling you. And he was just like my mentor. He was like my, I don't know what they say, master and sensei or whatever.
Yes.
He was like that. And he creatively, obviously I didn't paint, I wrote, but he really inspired full creativity in just me being who I am. And, like, I just learned to feel more and more comfortable with what I do and who I am. And he inspired me to write these scripts. And so I started writing these scripts. One was about us doing this thing in Hollywood, this whole thing we wanted to do. And the whole trick was, I'll explain. The trick was that he hated media. And I was like, dude, what I do is extreme things. I could use your paintings and sell them as my own, as though I were the artist, and try and enter that extreme world. And when it works, we just tell the truth, and we'd show everyone that they're not buying the artist, they're not buying the artwork, they're buying an artist, and we'd prove to them that your art is the best. So that was the original goal. Obviously, it's illegal. You know, it's illegal. It's cheating. It's lying. But we never did it. But we wrote a script about it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we wrote a script about it. It's insane. And
I just got real hype real quick.
Yeah, dude.
I was like, holy shit, Nick, wait.
I know. We might have to cut that whole thing out so no one knows, because we could still do it.
That's amazing.
Anyways, so he was like, yeah, we just were clicking, and he just invited me to his house to write these scripts that I've been writing. Now, here's where it gets crazy. I had already bought my ticket there after I was guiding in Nepal, and then this really famous director moves in. This painter lived in a corner of a field in a caravan.
Yes.
This famous painter, this famous director just moves into the corner of this field where this painter is living, where I've already bought a ticket, and I'm already writing screenplays because the painter told me to. And so then the painter starts pumping. I'm like, hey, I really got this writer who's really ambitious to work hard. And because, of course, the painter had only seen me writing.
Yes.
Because I was writing every day. And I came, locked myself away for almost 2 months to write 2 more scripts and like a lot of this book. And then the director was looking for a new writer, and
he
then
offered you.
And then he gave me a shot. He gave you a shot. And the whole point there was like, all right, I have no money because my money's weighing down. So how am I going to drag this on long enough to show him I'm serious about this?
Yes.
So I was just rifling through jobs, dude. I had this one job, but then I had to move 10 miles away. So I was biking 20 miles to wash dishes. Which is actually a good job in England.
So wait,
it's equal money.
No, let's talk a little bit about this, because this is the kind of dedication that I envy from you, Nate. Like, honest to God, your dedication is through the roof. So you're telling me that on top of writing like nonstop all day 24/7, you're riding a bicycle 10 miles each way to a dishwashing job just so you can live. So you can make enough money to live while continuing to write.
It was 40 miles a day. It was 20 miles each way.
That's insane. That's insane. So
19 or it was 19 point something.
Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. The point is, I wouldn't drive one way 20 miles on a bicycle for a dishwashing job.
But it was like, this is all just aligned. If I don't drag this on, this is my only chance.
This is your only chance.
How else? Like, this is a guy from Hollywood in the corner of a field in England, like.
You just so happen to be there.
While I'm writing scripts, who's looking for some help in writing. It's like, dude, if I don't drag this on, I'm an idiot.
Of course.
I'm an idiot. So yeah, I'd bike. Do I want to bike? Hell no. It was the worst thing ever. And then I got another job, and then they fired me because I was illegal. And then I got another job, and then they fired me because I was illegal. And then I got the third job, and it was this mom and pop joint. And they never asked, and I told them because I was like, you're good people, and you shouldn't. England's different. At first, I wasn't trying to work as an illegal. I thought it was like America, like you could, like. And then I realized by the second firing that like you really can't. It's not kosher. And so I told them like, hey, just want to let you know, I'm not legal. So, and then they let me go. And by that time, it had been long enough. It had been an extra month. I got an extra month out of this relationship and like enough meetings that, like. That he decided to give me a real shot, to write some real stuff.
So do you know what's happening with this? Because this is that writing that you were doing for that director for helping him out has absolutely nothing to do with the project you're doing.
The thing is, it does.
How?
Because now this is the thing, is I now finally have the connections through him with these major corporations that I can come up with them. Hey, I've not only written this, but like. This is what I actually want to do.
Exactly.
These movies. And now I have those connections. And so I don't want to